Hi, today we'll be doing a project using an Arduino on a 7 segment display, and at the end this is how the project would be looking like. Now let's talk about the 7 segment display. Here we have a schematic diagram of the 7 segment display. So you can see that it has 8 switches in total, out of which there are 7 segments, namely A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the segment DP tells us about whether the segments displaying would be switched on for a permanent time or temporarily. And now let's talk about the components used. We have an Arduino Uno, a USB cable, a 220 ohm resistor, a 7 segment display, a breadboard, and several jumper wires. Well, let's talk about the concept used in this. The 7 segment display is a form of electronic display device for displaying the decimal numerals that is an alternative to the more complex dot matrix displays. You can see that it's used in many places such as digital clocks, electronic meters, basic calculators. Now let's talk about the code used in it. You can see that we have taken the variables and the input pins with A as 7, B as 6, C as 4, which are the respective input pins taken in the breadboard. And now let's talk about how certain numbers are displayed using the 7 segments. So you can see that A comma high, which shows that the number 0 is formed when the segment A is lit up and segment G isn't lit. And the segment DP, as I mentioned before, talks about whether the segments would be glowing permanently or for a temporary period of time. And certain numbers like 1, 2, 3, or so on formed using these 7 segments when particular segments are glowing with their respective LEDs switched on, whereas the other segments are not glowing. Now let's go down and we can see that the variables taken here at int I vary from 4 to 11 based on which of the input pins are given power to for the particular segments to glow. And we have taken a delay of 1000, which is a delay of 1 second for each of the numbers displayed, according to which the 7 segment display would be showing different numbers. Now let's see it practically. As you can see, we have the 7 segment display set up right here, and you can see that the numbers have a delay of 1 second and it's working fine. So this was a very simple project, a 7 segment display. Thank you.